What is going on, Minties? The Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition. And today, I'm going to take an advanced look at the complete Gail Simone Red Sonja Omnibus from Dynamite Comics. So please stay tuned. Okay, so the very first thing I want to do is give a shout out to Vincent Faust for sending me an advanced copy of the book. This book is going to be available at retail stores, comic book stores, places like cheapgraphicnovels.com and in-stock trades on November 13th. But I believe the cutoff pre-order date, like at comic book stores, is October 21st. I will put the links in the description where you can purchase the book directly from Dynamite. I always feel like I have to say Dynamite that way, and I apologize. Now, before we get started looking at the book, let's do a quick size comparison. So here's a trade paperback. And it's just your standard size trade paperback. Here is the Dark Horse Library Edition. As you can probably tell, the Library Edition is a little bit longer, not quite as tall. Here it is compared to the Conan the Barbarian Omnibus from Marvel Comics. You can probably tell from here, from this angle, that the Red Sonja book is longer and taller. Now comparing it to the big dog, the Colossal Conan. This is crazy, because this book is huge, and it's just as tall as the Colossal Conan. That is crazy. So that's a pretty tall book. Of course, not as thick, because this thing is a monster. Now let's quickly look at the design of the book, because it is a very unique design. It doesn't have a dust jacket. It looks like one of those mystery novels that you would get at an airport, but it works. I love the silhouette of Red Sonja right here. And then you have the word Omnibus right here. Here is what the spine looks like. And of course the creators down at the bottom with the Dynamite logo up at the top. And as far as the back, the book retails for $49.99. And it collects issues 0 through 18 of Volume 2 of the Dynamite series, Red Sonja. Now, let's crack it open. Now, I think some of the other unsung heroes of this collection are Jay Ullmeyer. I hope I'm saying his name right, Jason Ullmeyer, who is in charge of putting the collection together, and Kathy Hurd, who was the art director. This is all the blurbs, the quick little blurbs as to Red Sonja. Let's see, is there a near mint condition one that we think this is a great book? Not yet. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Here is the contents of the book. It contains The Queen of Plagues, The Art of Blood and Fire, The Ballad of Red Malik, and The Forgiving Monsters. All of this written by Gail Simone. An introduction by Gail Simone, which was originally written for the Volume 1 trade paperback. Now let's look at those beautiful Jenny Frison covers. And honestly, when I heard about this omnibus, because it's been in the making for a while now, as a matter of fact, when we did an old reader, new reader, reviewing the 3 books, the 3 trade paperbacks that make up this series, I for sure thought that they were going to use a Jenny Frison cover for the main cover of this omnibus. But they decided to do their own thing, which I think is kind of cool. And 19 issues, including issue number 0, for $49.99 in this beautiful oversized format. The book is right at around 528 pages. In this beautiful oversized format, most of this beautiful artwork that you're seeing right now is done by Walter Geovanie, and he is later on joined, I think in the 3rd arc, by Noah Salonga. And of course the covers are provided by Jenny Frison. Now let's keep turning a little bit more through here. I really enjoyed this story. I know it's not a review of the book, and I hope the video does it justice just to see this in oversized format, because it looks glorious. And I love how just tall it is. I mean, it's taller than a library edition. That's really damn cool. I think this is one of the better Gail Simone stories that I have read in a long time. Of course, I've been a huge fan of her since Birds of Prey or her run on Secret Six. So it's good to see that Gail still has it. I've always been a big fan of her. And the artwork, honestly, at first I didn't dig it, but I kind of it grew on me towards the end. And I love it that it looks this good in oversized format. I think it will make a great addition if you have been enjoying the Conan books by Marvel that they've been putting out. So that is the weird thing, right? Like the copyrights thing. I think Dynamite owns the rights to Red Sonja. So I think Marvel can only reprint her appearances within the pages of Conan, but not her comic book. So the classic stuff, Dynamite has been releasing those in trade paperback format. Let's look a little more at this beautiful artwork in oversized format, and then we'll look at the build of the book. But before we do that, I wanted to look at the extras in the back. 528 pages, and let's look at the extras. The variant covers. By the way, there was a page before this, but it's on the other side of the final page of the storyline. It just says bonus content, variant covers. So here are all the gorgeous variant covers by different artists. And most of this stuff, is that Maria? I thought that was Ed Benes. It's Maria Benes. Interesting. Most of this, Nicola Scott, killing it. Sorry, I get interrupted. Just Pia Guerrera. I think they're all female artists. Stephanie Buscema. Yeah, these are all female artists that do the variant covers. Because I remember that from when we were doing the trade paperbacks. So this is made up by the 3 trade paperbacks. These covers were originally in those trade paperbacks. It's Amy Reeder. Stephanie Buscema seems to be doing a cover for each of the issues. And then you get a variant one by different artists. Which I think, whoa, hey, now, what's up? Man, I loved her portrayal of Red Sonja. I know, like I said, it's not a review of the book, but I think she nailed it. She is just like Guts from Berserk. She is just like Conan. Like it's just a female version, but she is exactly the same way. Okay, I was wrong. It's not just female artists. It looks like Matt Brooks did a variant cover. So I stand corrected. And it's all on... God bless, that's a cool cover. Also Matt Brooks. There's nothing wrong with standing corrected. Let's see. Wow. Some of these covers are gorgeous. And then the tarot deck, depending on how you pronounce it. And Vampirella Red Sonja. Oh, okay. This is a follow-up series by Amy Chu. So this contains volumes 1, 2, and 3. And then the rest of them are done by Amy Chu. She takes over the book. And I guess begins a new volume. So maybe she'll get a hardcover one day. I love the design of the blood splatter looking back cover. The book is sewn binding, but it does have a little bit of glue right here to secure it. There's the eye we're looking for. And you could probably tell that as I was flipping through the beginning, that it lays down perfectly. There's no gutter loss, which is exactly what you want to see when a book is this size. And when you have it laying down like that, it lays perfect. And that was the contents of the book. Let me know in the comments down below if you plan on pre-ordering this, if you plan on picking it up. And if you haven't read any Red Sonja before, I think that this is a great jumping on point. As I said, we've reviewed it before in Old Reader, New Readers, and you can check that out in the playlist of the channel. Again, this was the Uncanny Omar. Please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit the notifications button to get notified when our videos are going up. Don't forget to check us out on our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at NearMintCon. And we can also be found on Redbubble, and we have a Patreon. So remember, if it's classy and cool, it must be Near Mint.